just to say that you're running just a tad bit late because of you know what. Some people have called to say that they are en route, and others have called to say that their streets are flooded. But we are thankful that you have made your way here. And we don't think that you should have to wait much longer to, one, start to eat, maybe, and maybe start some fellowship. So we are going to get started this evening with our program as we had planned it. And I think we all know why we are here. We are here to celebrate the 10-year tenure of the 7th Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans, who has served us for 10 years. And Dr. Ukpolo right now serves as the, I guess, the Chancellor, second Chancellor, the Chancellor with the second longest tenure to serve at Southern University at New Orleans. We will serve as your mistresses of ceremonies this evening. I am Gloria Bartley Moultrie.
And I'm Josephine Ukpolo. When Mrs. Moultrie called me to co-MC this occasion, I'm like, are you serious? To co-MC Dr. Ukpolo's, the Chancellor's send-off party? I was speechless. I went to her office and confirmed that I was not in a dream. So here we are. We will serve as your mistresses of ceremony. Good evening.
Good evening.
Before we get to the formal part of our program, we will have Reverend Raymond Ibogidi from the St. Christopher Catholic Church to come and offer the invocation and the blessing of the meal. Father Ibogidi.
We begin our prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. O God of all wisdom and knowledge, we ask your blessings upon our gathering this evening. We thank you for the gift of Jesus, who is wisdom personified. We thank you for all Jesus enables us to accomplish. We thank him especially for all he enabled Dr. Victor Ukpolo to accomplish as the Chancellor of SUNO for the years of service he rendered. We beg you, Lord, to bless his future, the future of the institution, and our own future. We beg you also, Lord, to bless the food and drink which we are about to receive from your goodness in this gathering. Bless those who prepare them and those who serve them. We are also mindful of those who go without. Through your providence and our generosity, may they have something to eat. We make our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, with that all being said, I know you're ready to eat, and we will proceed in this manner. We had one agenda as to how we would start the line, but, and I think you'll still do that. We're going to ask if tables 1 through 5 would go first, and we're going to ask if table 3 would lead us. Maybe we'll serve people at table 3 since that's where the honoree is seated. We will serve you. You're special this evening. But we're going to ask the other tables 1 through, we can go 1 through 10 actually. If you would proceed, if you want to eat your salads first and eat at your leisure, you may do that. But please, at this time, don't out the tea.
Not much.
Get a little closer.
Okay, all right, we are back. We trust that you have enjoyed your meal and the sounds of the DJ. Wasn't the DJ wonderful? DJ. You will hear a lot of superlatives tonight. Because when I was told I was going to co-MC, I did my own thing. I did a little survey monkey. I went around campus trying to find out, what do you think about Dr. Ukpolo as Chancellor? I hope, Dr. Ukpolo, you will enjoy the roast. I know you're not going to fire me. You don't have that power anymore. Sitting next to the interim chancellor, whom I am very loyal to. But anyway, you will enjoy the roast. And now I'll leave it to my next co-MC. Just sit tight and you will hear about the roast in a minute.
Thank you so much. I think we have that message now, Chancellor. As we begin the formal part of our program and as is printed, we have a number of individuals who wanted to salute the Chancellor. And among those are, I'm going to call each of you and ask if you would come at this time. We have Senator Wesley Bishop, who is the senator from District 4. We have Gary Carter, and I think I saw Representative Randall Gaines, who will be here for Representative Gary Carter. And we also have Judge Regina Bartholomew, who is the judge for Division B, Section 12. She will be representing Councilmember Jared Brissett, Council District D. And we also have not printed on the program Judge Byron C. Williams, who is the judge in Criminal District Court, Section G. If you would come in that order, please, with your presentations.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It is always a pleasure to come to this type of event, but I can't say that I've ever had the opportunity to come to this type of event on behalf of our Chancellor. As many of you know, for the last 6 years, I've had the opportunity to wear 2 hats. On a part-time basis, I represent the great people of Senate District 4, all 80,000 of those individuals. But on a full-time basis, I've had a chance to serve as Associate Vice Chancellor of Faculty Affairs here on campus, and in that capacity, to serve on the cabinet of one Dr. Ukpolo. And so it brings me great esteem, it brings me great distinction, and great honor to stand before you on today on behalf of several individuals, first of which is the Chief Executive Officer of the City of New Orleans, the Honorable Mitchell Landry, and the Regents, the City of New Orleans, and Officer of the Mayor. Certificate of recognition. I, Mitchell J. Landry, Mayor of the City of New Orleans, do recognize Victor Ukpolo in honor of your service and dedication to Southern University at New Orleans and the City of New Orleans. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and cause the great seal of the City of New Orleans to be affixed this 3rd day of June, 2016, and signed the Honorable Mitchell J. Landry. Now this next one is from the Louisiana State Senate, and it's extremely long, so I'm not going to even attempt to read this entire thing. But I think that there are a couple of major points I need to point out, and I'm sure that we say it time and time again on this evening, but it needs to be said again. And I'm going to take a personal privilege and simply say this. I've had a chance to work with every single chancellor in Seminole City. I'm a graduate of Seminole. I graduated many, many years ago, and had a chance to work with many chancellors. Some had a work ethic a lot stronger than some others. But I can simply say this without any fear of contradiction. I have never seen Dr. Victor Ukpolo ask anyone to do something that he himself was not first willing to do. Say that one more time. And the reason why I know that, I've traveled all over this state recruiting students with Dr. Victor Ukpolo. I've traveled to the lower 9th Ward recruiting students with Dr. Victor Ukpolo. And when I say that, if he actually do something, you can take it to the bank, that he's first willing to do it himself. With that being said, we commend and congratulate Dr. Victor Ukpolo for his leadership and service as Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans. Dr. Victor Ukpolo was appointed Chancellor on January 6, 2006, and led SUNY during a critical time in the university's history, rebuilding the campus that was submerged in flood waters after Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. Whereas, looking toward future generations, Dr. Ukpolo established an innovative dual enrollment program to allow qualified high school students to earn college credits at the university, and also continues to support the Honorary Center for Undergraduate Achievement, created to reverse the trend of fewer African American males graduating from college, while increasing the number of male certified classroom teachers in urban State of Louisiana, does hereby commend and congratulate Dr. Victor Ukpolo for his leadership and service as Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans, and does hereby record for posterity's sake his accomplishments, and does hereby extend best wishes on his future endeavors. Signed, Senate Resolution number 76 of Senator Wesley Bishop, signed by John O'Leary, President of Louisiana State Senate. Thank you, guys.
I'm quite privileged to be here, not only because I respect Dr. Ukpolo as a university leader and a chancellor, but I regard him as a dear friend. And I'm going to miss him in that capacity. I'm going to miss working with him at the capacity of the university. I was proud to and glad and elated to find out that he's going to still be working with the university. He's going to still be here. And I'm primarily proud and glad that he's going to be working with SUNY because he's a leader. He's made a difference. He's helped SUNY turn the corner. He has contributed an amazing amount of contributions and advancement to the university as it stands. And for the most part, he and I would always go to lunch on a regular basis. And the last week, each time I would pay, or next time he would pay. Well, the last time we went, I paid. So I'm glad that he's going to be here because he can pay for lunch next time. Equally glad for that. And I served on the Southern Board of Supervisors for 3 years, and Dr. Ukpolo was the chancellor at that time, and he was the hardest working administrator I've ever seen. He treated the board like we were employees. I mean, he took us to the schools, and we helped recruit students, and we spent a lot of time working with him on his plans. And he was the only administrator that actually took us and worked with us as though we were one of his administrators of the university. But I was glad to do that because it gave some hands-on experience and it gave me an opportunity to work with a great leader. And we're going to really miss you in that capacity. But I know you're going to go on and do great things for the university, great things for the state, and hopefully great things for the country. And I want to read the presentation, and it reads: Celebration of his retirement from Southern University of New Orleans. Dr. Ukpolo has served as Chancellor of the University since 2006. We salute this distinguished gentleman for the tremendous dedication he has shown to the staff, the students of this prestigious learning institution, and we wish him well as he starts the beginning of the rest of his life. Signed, Taylor Bravo, Speaker of the House.
Good evening. When Ms. Moultrie called to tell me that she'd like me to present this because Council Member Jared Brissett could not be here, I was elated. I am a SUNO graduate, so it just fills my heart with warmth to be able to present this proclamation to Chancellor Ukpolo. I graduated in 1994 and went on to become probably the second SUNO graduate to be elected to a judicial seat. The first one is Tammy Stewart, who is at juvenile court, and now I'm at civil court, and I'm aspiring to be on the Court of Appeal. And if I am successful, I will be the only SUNO graduate in history to be on the Court of Appeal, and so I am honored to be here. This to a dynamic chancellor. You were a dynamic chancellor. This was a chancellor who didn't just rule SUNO, but everywhere I went in the community, he was in the community. He made SUNO visible to people in the community, and so I appreciate that as an alum, as a lifetime alumni member of SUNO. So the New Orleans City Council proclamation reads, whereas the city of New Orleans is renowned for its food, festivals, famous citizens, and foreign visitors, and whereas the City Council takes great pride in paying tribute to events and activities. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by the City of New Orleans that the Council recognizes Victor Ukpolo, Doctor, PhD. On the occasion of his honorary celebration, Dr. Victor Ukpolo is recognized by the New Orleans City Council for a decade of work as Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans and for his leadership in restoring the school following Hurricane Katrina. And in the name of and by the authority vested in the Council of the City of New Orleans, and all of the council members have signed this, so congratulations to you on your retirement.
Good evening, everyone. Again, it is an honor to be here to represent Dr. Ronald Mason. And I must also add, Dr. Ukpolo, she wanted to make sure that you knew I was representing Ms. Ebola Bates as well. And in that regard, we're extremely excited to have the opportunity to serve as the executive counsel to the president of the Southern University system, Dr. Ronald Mason. When we had the difficulties that followed Hurricane Katrina, there were many individuals who approached Dr. Mason and say that we should be concerned about what would happen at Southern University at New Orleans. And one of the things I've always remembered when Dr. Mason said after meeting that chancellor down there, Victor Ukpolo, no one should ever be concerned about the future of Southern University at New Orleans. And Dr. Ukpolo indeed made Southern University proud, made Dr. Mason proud, and in that regard, we would like to extend from the University of the District of Columbia, from the Board of Trustees, the President, the faculty, staff, and students of the University of the District of Columbia, we would like to extend congratulations to Dr. Victor Ukpolo on the occasion of your retirement as Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans. May you retire knowing that during your tenure of 10 years at SUNO, you have been a great Chancellor and a leader as exhibited in the revival and growth of the SUNO campus since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. May you know that you have made a remarkable contribution and have touched the lives of your colleagues and students in immeasurable ways. Signed by the President of the University of District of Columbia, Dr. Ronald Mason, Jr. Dr. Ukpolo.
Continue to move the program along, representing the Chancellor's country of origin is Dr. Opanda, but he is not here. He is the president of Robo National Association. He's here?
Yes.
Oh, he came?
Yes.
Oh, from Houston?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I stand corrected. I got information that he wasn't here 5 minutes ago. Okay, so thank you for coming to the program.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Michael Ukpolo, and I came in today from Houston for this occasion. The first night I came in here was to ask the lady at the door. I said, where's Dr. Ukpolo? And then she pointed the doctor to me, the Chancellor to me, and I went over and shook his hand. I had to ask because I've never met Chancellor Ukpolo before, but I felt an occasion like this was worth coming to because of his achievement. And the moment I met him, I mean, the way he received me and the welcome and all, I could know that, I mean, that oneness, that joy with which he received me was great. And I have no doubt, I mean, and I'm not surprised therefore to see the way the one love that you people are showing to today. Because he himself seemed to be, you would have met him for the first time, he seemed to be a very wonderful fellow. What honoring us for doing here tonight. As I said, I didn't know Dr. Ukpolo, so the first night I did, but we've been interacting with him from our secretary has been application to interact with him because we've been trying to pull him to a convention this year. So I knew his name quite well, but I didn't know him as a person. So I said, well, let me go look up something about him before I come make a fool of myself here today. So I did what we do these days. I went online and I typed in his name, and the whole place was full of his name and his achievements. So, wow. So I started reading. One of the things that struck me first of all was the way he came to this country at the age of 23. And he came to this country alone. As many Nigerians have done, they come here at a very young age alone. And what happens sometimes is that some of them just drift away and they end up in bad things, drugs, and other things. Because of that lack of supervision. That not only was he, starting from an humble beginning, not only did he work hard enough, he worked hard enough to become the Chancellor of the University. And I said, wow. I said so because I knew what the Chancellor of the University is. Because I used to teach in university. I had to teach in university. I taught in university back home. I worked in university too. So back home, before you become the Vice Chancellor of the University, it was not before you became the head of the department, it was Herculean task. Then before you became a dean, that was tough. To become the Vice Chancellor of the University back home is a very, very big achievement. Then to become a Chancellor is even bigger. So I could appreciate his achievement. So I said, well, rain, shine, whatever it takes, I'm going to come here today to meet Dr. Chancellor Ukpolo to tell him we are very proud of him. We are proud of him. The announcer said, the MC said, you use the word Nigerian. Yes, I'm a Nigerian. But my tie to Dr. Ukpolo goes even deeper. In Nigeria, there are a number of ethnic groups. And the fifth largest, the Yorubas, Igbos, Hausa, and they keep going. And then the fifth largest group in terms of population in Nigeria is the Robo group. Dr. Ukpolo is a Robo. I am a Robo. And I'm the president, I'm the national president of the Robo group in the US. So I'm here today. I know I did not have time to talk to our Robo people because I heard about this, I got this invitation just maybe a few days ago, 2, 3, 4 days ago. And I said, yes, I will come. So we don't have a formal presentation. I don't have a certificate or plan to present just like the previous speakers have done. I wish we had enough time, perhaps I would have been able to do that. But that not said, I want Dr. Ukpolo to know that we're very proud of him, very, very, very proud because it's a big achievement. And to have come to this country at that young age and risen to this height, we're just very, very proud of you, Chancellor Ukpolo. We're extremely proud of you. And I want to, he's my brother now, as you can see, we're from the same ethnic group, so he's my brother. We call ourselves brothers and sisters back home in Nigeria. So it's my little brother now. And I want to thank you all. I can see a lot of love and support. I can see that even now you're seeing some people launch. So so get it for that. Since you are retired from a position and you're still in the system, which is a good thing. Knowledge is never wasted. So as a professor, we just wanted to keep you to that knowledge. But I want to thank you all. See what I see here today. See the amount of love you have for him, the amount of support you're giving to him. As his brother from home, so to say, I want to thank you for that support you gave to him, because without all that support, all that backing and all, contributed to this great success. Thank you very much for the support you gave to him.
Thank you, God, from Houston, all the way from Houston. And this is the first time he's meeting the Chancellor, and he has these great things to say about him. I promised you about the roast. Senator Bishop already stole some of my lines. Yes. When I did my survey, people said, oh yes, the Chancellor even picks up trash. Yes, he does. I have seen him with my own eyes. He picks it up. He doesn't wait for anybody. And somebody told me, oh, Dr. Ukpolo, I liked him so much. I'm quoting now. Some of them are in the hall. I don't want to embarrass them to say you told me. But they know themselves. I liked him so much. This man changed the landscape of Sulu. He brought housing to Sulu, accreditation. They were going on and on. He's so compassionate, very compassionate man. But he was a little shy. He was a little shy. And I told this person, I hope he wouldn't be shy tonight on the dance floor. Another person told me he was a little stubborn. And he always had this poker face. You have a poker face on now, Dr. Anyway, let's continue. From the local association of Nigerians in New Orleans is Mrs. Debbie Salvatore, my dear friend, and the secretary of ANOD, the umbrella organization of Nigerians in New Orleans. She is from Urobo too, the same place, like the Chancellor. She's coming up to make our own presentation. Mrs. Salvatore, come on.
Good evening, everybody.
Microphone.
Yeah. On behalf of the Annual Association, with permission from the President, Mr. Alabo de Refaka is behind them. I just want to make a statement or two to say that we, the Association of Nigerians in New Orleans, we acknowledge your decade-long, enviable, sterling contributions to the Southern University of New Orleans. Your outstanding accomplishment make all, when I say all Nigerians as diaspora proud. It is a rare achievement, being the only immigrant from Mother Africa in an American university. My brother, Pastor Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Salvatore. I told you all about the superlatives. Enviable, sterling, proud. I really mean it. He has made African Americans proud, Nigerian Americans proud, Urobo Association proud. He is a true son of Africa. Give him a round of applause. He is indeed a great man. And moving along, the Chancellor has been a very strong supporter of the African Christian Association Fellowship here in New Orleans. And here to speak about him is the president, Engineer Innocent Etwa. His wife is also here, Dr. Mrs. Etwa. Engineer Etwa, you have the floor.
In Christianity, we start our speech by saying, "Praise the Lord." Hallelujah. All right, so the Dr. Kwani, I'm helping you out to dress the Urhobo way.
Yes.
Since you wore a tie. Anyway, so there are a lot of things that can be said about Victor, but I just want to emphasize what a lot of people probably don't know. He, at least my perception of him is that he's a very humble man. And we have the African Christian Fellowship. We meet every 2 weeks in New Orleans, somewhere in the East. We are a body of people who believe the Lord, and we worship together with other people from African descent. We have Tanzanians in our midst, we have Zambia, we have Zimbabwe, we have Congolese, we have Togolese, we have Cameroonians. And it's always exciting when we worship together. But something striking about Victor is that despite the fact that he's a chancellor, he slips in unnoticed into the fellowship. And it took me a while to know that he was the Chancellor of Suno. And for us in Christianity, we call that the virtue of humility. And I found out it's a virtue, and please keep it up, because we are proud of your humility. Make sense?
Yes.
We are proud of your humility, so keep your humility up. I just want to say something quickly before I leave. He started something very unique in African Christian Fellowships. He started a foundation. He gave money to the foundation to help needy students in Suno. Please, it is unique. He started it. It is his brainwork. I just want us to applaud him for that, please. There are many students who come in here who are in need. And because of what he has started, we are able to lend help to those kind of students. And that foundation is open. African Christian Fellowship is a 501c3 organization. If you love Victor, and if you love what he's doing, we are open to contribution. So I want to end my little talk by saying that Victor, thank you for the decade of accomplishment. We know that you are not finished, and we know that the Lord is not finished with you. Our prayer is that God will uphold you, God will keep you, God will help you, God will sponsor you, God will protect you. And I say all this in Jesus' name.